Okay. Just make sure it's going. Okay, looks good. Um, Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I got hung up at uh, dropping my kids off at school for a couple minutes, so I apologize that I'm not right on time here to get going with this. So thank you for your patience if you're joining me live. Um, yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna have a quick drink. I just rushed in the door. Okay, so we're here, we're ready. Um, Welcome to day 4 of Spring into Simple. I can't wait to check out. I just quickly peeked through the group and saw so many um, pictures of the work you've been doing, and it looks awesome. I can't wait to go back and look at them a little more closely and cheer you guys on. So good job. This is awesome. I just love seeing the work you're doing, and I know I find it encouraging and inspiring, so I'm sure everyone does as well. So thank you for sharing. Good work. You're doing awesome. Today we are going to continue working in the bathroom and just focusing on a different category of stuff today. We will be working on the towels and the medicine cabinet. So again, I would recommend focusing on the bathroom you use most first and then move on to other bathrooms in your house if you have them. If you don't keep your towels in your bathrooms or you don't keep your medicine in your bathrooms, oh, good morning, Carla. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, if you don't keep these items in the bathroom, just tackle them wherever they are. We're just going to focus on this category of stuff, even if it's not in your bathroom. I know, like, with the humidity and temperature changes, the bathroom isn't always the greatest place to keep medicine. So we're just going to, it just kind of fits with the personal care type things. So that's what we'll be working on, towels and medicine cabinet. Remember, just do what you can in the time you have. It all matters. It all adds up. We're focusing on progress, not perfection. Taking the time to clear some clutter from your home is better than not doing any decluttering at all. It all is going to add up, and every time you declutter, you're making the space better. So just keep that in mind. Do a little bit, do as much as you can, and it all matters and adds up. So today, let's talk a little bit about the towels. I know this can be kind of a tough category for a lot of people because a lot of like what ifs and just in case fears can come up. So I really challenge you to be as honest as you can and really try to think like how many towels do you actually need and use? Like which ones are just there kind of to appease those just in case fears? And how many do you actually use on a regular basis? If you have like a stack of towels somewhere, when was the last time you used them all at the same time or got to the bottom of that pile? Like really kind of think through those things and challenge yourself. And one suggestion, this is a great time to use a maybe box. Oh, good morning, Cheryl. Um, because sometimes we hold on to extra towels thinking like, well, what if, just in case. But if you use a maybe box, you can put them away, put them out of sight so they're not in your usual rotation, and just try living without them. See how it goes to have fewer towels. And it gives you that safety net to be a little more ruthless as you're decluttering without being afraid, if something happened and you need those towels, then you'd have to replace them. So put them in a box, put them out of sight for 1 month, 2 months, whatever, and just see how it goes to live without them. So this is a great time to use a maybe box. Another great idea is you can donate old towels to animal shelters. I know the ones in our area are always very grateful for them and always can use more. It seems like they'd never have quite enough. So if you do have some extras that you aren't using, you can kind of feel good knowing that you can donate them to an organization that will really appreciate them and use them. So I'll give you my own example. I talked about this a little in the email, but we've chosen to have 2 towels per person in our family. So 1 to wash, 1 to use is how I kind of think of it. So we have 2 towels each, and then we have 5 swimming towels. And then we used to have, I think the email says 2 dog towels. I've just recently increased that to 4. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that our dog is very elderly, and he's struggling. His health is struggling, and he has a few accidents of all kinds, all bodily fluids right now. So just out of necessity, we need more towels for him right now. So I've increased that recently. So that's what I have. And then I have 3 sets of guest towels because for our family, most likely the maximum number of people we would ever host in our home at one time would be about 6. So if I have 6 guest towels, I know I have a towel for everyone and I don't worry about that. So that's what I do. And that's how I have figured is like a comfortable amount for us right now. And now I know, like when I was doing this, I had my own what if and just in case fears come up. I thought like, what if our washing machine breaks and I can't do laundry as easily? But I feel like the best way to break through these like what if and just in case fears is to just run with them. Think about like the worst thing that could happen, think it through and figure out what you would do. So if our washing machine broke, like we have 2 towels each, so that's 2 towels. We also have 5 swimming towels. We have the guest towels. We have the dog towels. Like if worse came to worse, we would have plenty of towels until I could get to the laundromat or whatever. I also hear lots of people, especially with young kids, talking about like, what if everyone gets a stomach bug, or what if the kids are having a bunch of accidents? And I mean, those are times you definitely might go through more towels, but again, you could probably do laundry. You could probably use some of the swimming towels or some of the extra towels, that kind of thing. So just let yourself kind of go to what's the worst thing that could happen and then think it through. Like, what would you do? How would you handle that? Because I often find once we kind of let ourselves actually think through those fears, we realize we would figure it out. There would be an alternative. We would have a different plan. We would figure it out. So just to think like, don't let those what if fears stop you. Just think them through all the way. And sometimes that helps so much. So, yeah, and again, just trusting your future self to figure it out. Like we are resourceful. We will figure it out. We don't need to keep all of this clutter in our homes just so that we can be prepared for every scenario that might possibly maybe someday happen. In the meantime, adding stress and mess and clutter to our homes. So instead, we can get rid of some of that clutter and trust our future selves to figure it out. So that's kind of towels. I hope that's helpful. I know that this is a tough category for some people, so I hope that helps. As far as the medicine cabinet goes, I find this one is a little easier because it's very logical. We start getting rid of anything that's expired or no longer needed. And I said in the email as well, you can take expired or no longer needed medication to most pharmacies and they will dispose of it properly so that it's not like going in the wastewater or in the landfill. So you can, easily get rid of expired or unneeded things. And then what I like to do is kind of organize it. I pull out what our family uses and needs regularly and keep that somewhere handy. And then I just have the rest in like little plastic drawers that pull out so that it's easy to find and easy to access. And another thing is when we take a few minutes to declutter our medicine cabinet, it not only makes our homes safer, like we're not having extra medication that kids or pets or people could get into, but it's also more effective. Like we don't have expired medication that might not work as well, and we can find what we need easily. Usually when we need, aside from like daily medications that we take preventatively, often when we go to our medicine cabinet, it's because something is wrong. We have, sickness or we have pain or something like that, and we need relief or help with our medicine. So when you have to sort through like a bunch of clutter and you can't find what you need, it can be really frustrating and really stressful and makes life more difficult. Often, kids, if you have kids at home, they will wake up in the night not feeling well, and in your half awake state, it's really nice when you can go to your medicine cabinet and easily find what you need and know where it is and know that it's not expired and know that it's ready. So that's just this is just one of those really practical areas when we take a few minutes to declutter, which we all should do regularly, no matter how clutter-free your house is. I mean, checking expiry dates, checking what we have. Do we need more? Do we have enough? Do we have extras? Do we have, maybe we know we don't need to buy Tylenol for a while because we have a lot right now, or we have enough cold medication for the next cold. So that's just really helping your house function better, keeping things simple and keeping it flowing well. So that's today's task. If you do those two things and you still have more time, or you still feel like excited and on a roll and want to keep decluttering, you can continue in your bathroom just going through anything we haven't touched yet. Maybe products in your shower, just checking that you don't have any, like almost used products or like old grungy things you want to get rid of. You can clear off your countertops, which would probably be a lot easier because now you have cleared some clutter from other places in your bathroom, so it might be easier to keep your countertops clean. You can do any of those things. You can do bath toys if you have kids. You can, organize under your sink, organize your drawers, whatever works if you have time. Sometimes we get on a roll and we just kind of want to roll with it. So if that's you, then keep going. If not, do what you can with the time you have. It all matters and it all adds up. So that's today's task. So I can't wait to see what you're working on. Keep sharing here in the group. I love to see it. It's just like one of my favorite things to go and look at all your pictures. So keep sharing, keep cheering each other on. I will be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time for another Facebook Live. I will try not to get hung up at drop off again, so I will be here on time today. So thank you for your patience for those few minutes I was late today. So thank you for that. I just think, we're doing great work. I know I don't know exactly how to touch on this, but I'm sure most of you are feeling quite heavy today, seeing like the pictures coming out of Ukraine last night and this morning. I am feeling that as well. It feels almost hard to like celebrate our decluttering success and that kind of thing. So I don't have the perfect answer for that. If you're feeling that way too, I'm feeling heavy myself, but I just know that we are doing the best we can, and the work we're doing here in our homes matters. I think it was like a Mother Teresa quote. It says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. And I think this is one way we can love our family and create homes that raise good people who will hopefully go out and make this world better. So yeah, that was off topic, but I just wanted to say, if you are feeling the heaviness, or that, decluttering doesn't matter, I am feeling the heaviness too, and I think the work we are doing, it does matter and it adds up. So just be gentle with yourselves and do the best we can. Keep sharing, keep encouraging each other. This community is a wonderful, supportive place, and I'm so grateful for it. So thank you, and I will see you back here tomorrow for another video and our next decluttering task. So take care, everybody, and happy decluttering. Bye now.